Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Dogs will kick it away to start us off. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll run it from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Scanning the field, it's Manning. He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that 3rd down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
This punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Linebackers making some adjustments now. The shotgun running play call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Second down play coming up. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he released it. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second down after the incompletion. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. To throw, it's Manning. And it falls incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off.
Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of theirs.
The ball is picked off. Not a long return, but the important thing that Pick wipes out the scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything, and they put together something here. With the catch, it's Robinson. That gain is good enough for a first down, all spotted at the 42.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw, and that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years, guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships, and what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Offense moving closer to the line of gain after that catch. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a fourth down attempt. They'll try it again here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
Well, I'm not surprised they decided to throw the football here on fourth down, but how about the defense doing their job, especially up front, hitting those passing lanes and just knocking the ball down? Not exactly what this offense envisioned and how this play would work out.
They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually...
And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Just trucks the man.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
On the ground, it's Robinson. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. And the pass is incomplete. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Makes the grab. It's Baxter. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Going for his running back. Grab down the middle. It's Gibson. That picks up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 39.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
He'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
They'll try a pass here. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets...
There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Looking for some space. It's Robinson. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
First down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Second down, we're going to throw it. And it's incomplete. In and out of the hands of the running back. That's going to bring up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. He didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
This one is right through. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Longhorns offense takes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. To throw, it's Manning. Quick completion to the tight end. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. That's caught. It's Baxter. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Gets made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Now it's second down here. Looking to throw yet again. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Deep ball caught inside the 10. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Just a great call here by the offensive coordinator. The quarterback does a good job of recognizing the matchup that he wants. Puts the ball up and away from the defender where the receiver can run underneath it for a big gain.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or
he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball and then the speed afterwards. And it's a touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw. It's Barnett. Throws to the tight end. He's got his man wide open. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Running back has it on a screen now. Just runs through a man, a mismatch. 4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. It is 1st and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Hand off inside, looking for the touchdown. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Trying to create outside the pocket now. The defense stops him there on the scramble close to the goal line, but not in. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. After connecting on his 1st try, this is a chip shot from 22 yards out. No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback to start the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They get the 2nd half started with their running play. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play. Offense
getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Barnett. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for a deep completion. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. He's looking deep here. The QB throws his third pick of the day. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. And the Bulldogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to run it. It's Robinson.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good and positive yards there by the running back.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. We'll see if they can convert.
They stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Nowhere to run. A corralling for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Looking to scramble. Battling down near the goal line, but loses the football. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
He moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. Stop right there at the line. No gain. All they need is a field goal to take the lead, but they're going to try to punch it in here on fourth down. I know the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. We'll set up at the right hash mark, so a tricky angle here. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And with that, they regain the lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
But near the sticks, it's Baxter. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Get some space around the 30. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Dogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. He's swarmed by the defense. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. 2nd down after that previous play. To the air, it's Manning. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And the wideout goes in motion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And completion makes it 2nd and short. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Here's the 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and
mean, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
On third and short, they hand the ball off. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Using his legs, it's Robinson. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Pass is caught. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Kicks it a little too far. Bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts at the 25. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready.